Now I got sound levels. All right, you say something. Okay, now you say something.
Yes. Hello.
You know, folks, it is nothing short of wildly aggravating to have Microsoft give you a patch which breaks your audio levels. Gah! On the other hand, I'm now adept at remembering what happens when this happens so I can fix it. But hey, everyone, and welcome to Thursday Night Throwdown. See, I'm confused now. I'm highly confused. Welcome to Thursday Night Throwdown, brought to you by the Armchair Dragoons. It is a pleasure to be in your presence collectively and individually. There's everybody. Hey, Mike. Hey, Red. How y'all doing? We are back here. Let me get my tweet out. I'm not going to forget. I forgot that last night, which is weird. I am fascinated by the enhanced analytics of YouTube because it allows you to see things that weren't the case before. You'd always had your if you self-reported the age or the sex of the individual watching or what country they were from, but it's starting to talk to things about how they found you, how they made their way to your broadcast and things. And the number one thing is people searching on YouTube, which to me leads me to wonder. Wait a minute, just for the record. What were you looking for exactly?
I mean, that's how I found you guys looking for Blucher playthroughs on YouTube. So.
Oh, is that it? Okay, all right, cool. Well, I'm glad you found your way here. But
I found you when I was deathly ill with COVID, and I was just looking for games on YouTube, war games on YouTube.
So you were just searching. Okay, all right. Well, however you get here, we're glad you're here. I just found that fascinating because long ago when I first started doing all this, 4 years now, it was most the few people that made their way on here were finding it because of references to the Armchair Dragoons or something else like that. So the fact that they're coming in the front door as opposed to over the transom is kind of cool. So the Dogs of War are all very happy to see you. And tonight we are back. I'll pull the charts back. We are back playing Battlefleet Gothic because it's fun and it's silly and I like it. And Achilles and Chrono have to finish their fight. We have to know how it ends. Well, we don't really. But yes, we do. We must know how it ends.
It all ends in tears. It all ends in tears.
It all ends in tears and sorrow. Because here we have the brave fleet of the Imperium being chased around by the saucy fleet of the orcs. They're coming after them. And the thing was, as we discovered, the numbers were actually pretty close in this cruiser clash scenario. So we're just going to... Now, we'll go over the one rule that I spotted that we were doing wrong, and I've been watching a lot of videos myself. I am always very grateful to creators who show you playthroughs, particularly the Gorilla Gamer, who, I don't know how active... What's that?
They have a whole playlist of Battlefleet Gothic stuff.
They sure do, and I will tell you that while I was in the gym, I was listening to a lot of it, because especially when you see someone who plays a lot of it, they really do almost intuitively show you what it is you've been screwing up. and overall, I think we did remarkably well. There are two big things, though, that we did screw up. Number one is the way that attacking ordnance works. And it has to do with turrets. Turret attacks via ordnance are resolved immediately on contact. So the minute whatever piece of ordnance it is strikes the targeted vessel, you resolve. What's the consequence of that? Allow me to show you. If this one dude, right here, comes in and goes buzzing in and slaps right into the disc of the Master Blaster, the Master Blaster then rolls its 1d6 against that turret against that guy. If he rolls a 4 or better, he's dead. If not, that's it. If, on the other hand, it's like this, like say they're coming in a big group, now there's 3 of them, and they're not in a wave. The word the rules use is a wave. If they're not in a wave, this guy comes in and he gets a shot. This guy comes in and he gets a shot. This guy comes in and he gets a shot. Then each one is that one turret gets to fire 1, 2, 3 times. If, on the other hand, they are in as a wave, meaning they must be in contact with each other, and they must be in contact to make the smallest possible space. So, for example, you don't do them in a line, you do them like this. Or if it's a square, you do them as a 2x2. If you got 4 of them, you do 2x2. So they come in like this. Now these 3 guys come in and hit them. And now that one turret gets to fire only once.
And that's why you use waves.
Now you say, well, why wouldn't I always use waves? Answer. This wave has been launched and it hasn't made its way to the Masta Blasta. The Masta Blasta fires at this wave. If he hits the wave, they're all dead.
So it's a trade-off, I guess.
Yep. Make your choices. Most of the people I was watching, including Guerrilla Games, made it pretty clear that you should be doing it as waves.
Most of the time, you want to be shooting at other stuff with your big guns anyway. So.
Right. It's that if you have no other shots, fine, take it against ordnance. But if you take a look at the chart for ordnance, you're going to see it's not particularly great.
You need a lot of fire dice.
Yeah, you're gonna need a lot of firepower even to get one to hit ordnance. So, The second thing we were doing wrong is the rounding upon crippling. The biggest one is shield. Even if you have one shield and are crippled, you keep one shield.
Oh, it's like the rule Robert was complaining about.
Yes. Round up there. Huh?
Yep. You get to keep that one shield, even if crippled. And being crippled is, of course, nasty, but what are you going to do? So, for example, the anywhere but here is crippled. And I think you have one too, Achilles, right? You were trying to get it out of dodge. Who was that? The Augustus.
The Augustus, yeah.
The Augustus,
who is down to its last hit, which will create all sorts of other problems were it to occur, but we'll leave that alone. All right, so those are the only 2 things that we managed to bork up, which I think is pretty darn good. Thank you very much. Let's see here. What do we got? Daniel Moreno, a pleasure. Good evening. Love to see your stuff online. Your painting is looking lovely as ever. Bam. Okay, so Chrono, you won the initiative. It's yours all day long. Go.
Alrighty. Well, first I'm not going to try any special orders.
And parenthetically, something else. You should always move and do special orders ship by ship.
Okay, so you already got it. All right. So anywhere but here is going to move off the table and withdraw.
Good day to you, sir. He says good day. Yes.
I believe still gives him victory points, but he does not give victory points for destroying it.
Accurate.
Not very orky of them, but their intentions are they were going off the table either way. They were going to be able to turn.
Right. Yeah.
For a whole minute, I have more ships than you do.
And then we're going to move Masta Blasta with no additional. Yeah, come on. And then he goes 1, 2, 3.
Tom Primrose, pleasure. Good evening. So, are you hoping to take a LaSalle game to Historicon, Daniel? Very good.
Yeah, okay. No special orders for proper punch up. He's gonna move. And no special orders for this guy either. Just trucking along.
Just doing their own thing, being orky.
Pretty much. Alright, that's my movement.
All right. Well, that takes us to the shooting phase. Where do you want to start?
Alrighty. Start with a Master Blaster here, who I think is going to draw. Well, this guy's at 20. Because, yeah, this guy's closest. He's going to take a shot right there.
All right. So, what do we see that the Master Blaster has available? He's got his port. Now, is he in any way injured such that he doesn't have any weapons? He's not. He's in fighting trim as far as his weapons go anyway. He has a port weapon battery. Is he within 30 inches?
He's at 20, which I think just gets him his forward guns.
That'll give him his... he doesn't have his ports available? They're
That's
30. His ports are 30.
Right, but he's not... His ports are off.
Oh, that's right. Yeah. You're quite right. So in terms of what you're doing there, I follow you. Thank you. So, yeah, that's only going to give you your...
Just my proud guns, because heavy guns are only 15.
Okay. Why do I have Achilles' thing over here?
Because mine are over here.
Now I realize my profound confusion. There I go. So it's going to be... So we're looking at your port guns?
Prow guns.
No, your prow heavy guns, but those are at a 15. And then you got a regular one, though, which is D6 plus 2. Excellent. 7. And what would we say the aspect is?
I believe I am closing. He's closing to me.
All right, so that is a capital ship closing. That's quite good. And a 7, you say?
Yes.
You are not within 15, so you don't get any nice shifts that way.
I am not outside 30, so I also don't get any shifts the other way.
Good. Excellent. So that is 5. That is 5.
Oh, wow. Wow. It's a lot more than I thought I'd get. That closing aspect's nasty.
Oh, yeah. Closing is evil. All for, of course, 6s.
1. So
A hit. Is that a that's a shield doink. Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Call it right about there, I'd say.
Yeah, let me draw the line here.
That's about right.
Yeah, it's fine.
All right.
And I think my port guns can bear on this guy over here.
Oh, I would think that's true. And what port guns have you brought to the party?
Just my regular port guns, which are a mere D6.
A scant D6, as he says.
I rolled a 5.
5 is not terrible.
But he is a beam, so...
All right, so now we say a beam, capital ship. Yeah, wow, that is a dramatic difference. Now it's a mere 2.
Oh yeah, there it is. I got that mixed up. Hey,
Ooh, so close and yet not.
And Sofa.
Mm-hmm.
Let's see, what else do I have
That's
here?
all for the Master Blaster.
Start proper punch up here.
Mm-hmm.
Who's just within range here.
Mm-hmm.
I think it's going to be a beam to me, though.
Yes.
So again, I just have the D6 plus 2 for my proud guns.
Mm-hmm. 6.
Time.
So a beam, capital 6, also 2.
Let's see what we can get. No, nothing. I don't think he has any other shots
in range.
Well, maybe.
There's a couple of them there.
This guy's 28. This guy's slightly closer, I think.
All right. So you want to shoot at him rather than take a leadership test to see if you can get around him?
Oh no, this is still the same ship. This is his second target.
No. What I mean is, you can make a leadership check to shoot at someone who isn't the nearest.
Okay. I'll take a side shot there. I don't care. That's fine by me.
All right. So that again is going to be your starboard. That's going to be your port guns.
Yeah.
Which is a D6.
Yeah. His starboard guns will still have action.
Okay.
Ooh, 6.
Oh, look at that.
I think it ends up being 2 again.
Straight. Yeah, I think it's all 2 in that range. Yep.
Nothing. And finally, we have Death Rider.
1d6 plus 2, we know that. Oh, his prow is out.
But did he lose? Who he lost his prow guns?
Mm-hmm. So he's only got his port guns. So you got a shot there?
That's gonna have to be it.
All right.
Unless this guy, that's 24,
he's closer.
5.
Yeah.
Yeah, this guy's slightly closer.
All right. So
He is, however, moving away from me. So.
Oh yeah, clearly. 1d6.
I mean, you're 2.
2, yeah, that probably is not going to intimidate anyone. Moving away, capital ships on a 2 is a 1.
Thank you. Not as effective as I hoped, but there you go.
Mm-hmm. So still, there was some effectiveness, I guess we would have to say. Yeah, there's nothing else there. We now turn to the ordnance phase, where I don't think there's no ordnance on the table, is there?
There's currently not.
There's not. All right. And then we've got the end phase, which is with that actually comes up a bit. Yes?
Yeah. I'm sorry. The ordnance phase, I don't get to launch the
No, you do that in your shooting phase.
Right, that's what I thought.
And
Yeah,
then,
no, you launch your ordnance in your ordnance phase, but everyone's ordnance moves in the ordnance phase.
And actually, they have actually changed that rule. If you look at the rule, every commentator I saw made the comment that the original rules said exactly what you said. You launch in the shooting and move in the ordnance, and everyone's like, well, why don't you just launch and move in the ordnance? And nobody had a really good answer to the contrary, so they've just now officially, in the revised rules, the remaster, they've moved it both into the ordnance phase.
I mean, yeah, it'll make a difference.
I don't know what difference that could. I don't know what difference that could possibly make. So
certainly doesn't make any here because I don't have any.
You don't. Also accurate. So there we have it. All those.
I can't remove this blast marker because it's in base contact with the ship.
Right. Yeah.
So I have to do repair rolls.
Mm-hmm.
I guess I'll start with
9 dice. 9 dice. You need a 6.
Yep. There you go.
Starboard guns back online.
Death Rider, I think, is an 8.
Death Rider is currently at an 8, as you say.
There we go.
Prow gun back online. And I believe Master Blaster, yeah, he's all good. So cool.
That's it for me then.
Achilles.
Okay. Let's see. We start with special orders and moves, right?
Well, and what you do, and one of the things that became clear watching a lot of the example games, you're supposed to point at a ship, indicate whether it's doing a special thing, and then move that ship. You're not supposed to do all the specials at once.
Okay. So I guess we'll start with Augustus because it wants to run away.
It wants to bugger. So it's going to attempt to do its disengagey thing.
Yeah.
No minus.
Yet again.
Yeah. So it's no minus, no plus. So it should be a straight 9. He's been trying.
Yeah, they've been trying to pull up those warp engines.
Yeah.
Okay. So if I remember correctly, I roll 2 dice and I have to get under 9.
Correct.
Okay.
9 or under, basically. So.
Yeah.
Completely unable to do last week.
There you go.
There we go. The Augustus shoots away.
Reminded of the new BSG episodes. They had a bunch of those. Are like always trying to jump out.
Oh yeah, 100%. And now they're even again. Continue.
Okay. I guess we'll start with Claudius. No specials. No special move. Okay. So, let's see. She has to go 10.
That's backwards.
Oh, it is backwards. Good Lord. For some reason, I keep thinking that big wide part is the engines. The other way around.
Guns and launch bays, I think.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah,
Correct.
it's like the launch bays, actually.
All right. Okay. This way, Claudius. Go this way.
Sir, you appear to be You appear to be backing the ship, sir. just saying.
Right.
Oh, you lose 5 for going through the blast marker.
Correct.
Actually, I could just stop at any point, couldn't I?
Yeah, as
You
one
have to go at least half.
Yeah, once you're at half, yes, you may.
Okay. So, might as well stop there.
All right.
And next up, the Titus.
Yes.
Right.
Mm-hmm.
And then last, Tiberius. Oh, yeah, there we go. Let's see. She's going to need to turn, though, because otherwise she's going to end up going right off the board.
Yes, Master Blaster was indeed 2 guys in Beyond Thunderdome.
Yes, exactly.
Oh, for the paint. Oh, you're doing a LaSalle for the painting comp. Nice.
Ooh, that sounds fun.
That is. That's 28, isn't it, Daniel? All right. So your moves are in?
Yes, sir.
Oh, the Tiberius came about then. Very good.
Yeah, otherwise she'd fly right off the board.
Yep. Who do you want to shoot?
We'll start with Tiberius.
Well, it's certain who's closest. I don't think there's any question there. Has all of its weapons intact. Prow. Yeah, it's got the Prow bombardment cannon, which is going to fire with a 3. It's going to fire with a 3. And it's going to get a nice right. It's going to get a nice. Is that a right? Is right or left better? I can never remember. Left shift is better. Yeah, because of the range. Yep. So closing capital 3 is usually a 2. 3 dice. You need 6s.
I think. Sixes.
Got it.
Got 1.
Shields are down, sir. Continue. That's going to pretty much finish up Tiberius.
All right. Next will be Titus.
Okay.
Firing the starboard side.
There is something you wanted to do on your turn, Achilles, because I don't see them out there. You needed to reload your ordnance. Yep.
Yeah, I thought about it.
And
that's all right. I'll do it on the next turn.
Okay. Okay, because it's no harm, no foul if you want to try to do it. You still got to roll for it.
Yeah. I don't care either way.
All right. I'll do it now then.
All right. So
I figured, boy, I thought about it, but I thought about it after I'd moved, and I thought,
yeah, no. It's besides, we want to see how it works anyway. The one key piece is you do have a. I just want to check this here. That's what I wanted to see. Yeah. So he had Titus had blast markers in contact, so he would get a -1, but everybody else is at their regular leadership. So tell me who you want to roll.
All right, we'll start with Tiberius, then go Titus, then go Claudius.
All right, Tiberius needs 10. It's all 2d6.
Okay. And I need to roll 10 or better, or
10 or less.
10 or less. Leadership is with the high leadership, which the high leadership is better because you're trying to get underneath it.
And he does get them in the same phase, by the way, in the same turn. He doesn't have to wait till next turn.
So he was good.
Yep, he'll have them.
And we'll try Titus.
Mm-hmm.
Just
no, because the Titus had a marker, so he fails.
Okay, and that's the end of it then.
And unfortunately, that's the end of it, because you can't once you fail. So he will have them, nobody else will. All right, so the Tiberius fired. Who's next?
The Titus.
All right, so that's going to be a port shot. I think that's the extent of what
Starboard.
you've got. Oh, I was looking at him the wrong way. Yeah, for sure. So you can do your prow and you can do your starboard. What's the range there?
20.
So it's not 15, so it's 7, and I'm assuming that's... Ooh, he is coming on. All right. Crossing the team matters.
But he gets a shift because... He gets a right shift because he's shooting through a blast marker.
Shooting through a blast marker certainly is. So, closing, capital ship, 7, would be a 5, drops to a 4.
Okay, so I'm rolling 4 dice.
4 dice for 6s.
Okay. I got
No,
one.
you
Yeah.
did get
One
one.
hit. All right, is that a
Get one.
critical? Achilles, roll a d6. Is that a critical hit?
All right.
If you roll a 6, it is.
Oof.
It is not. So instead, he just drops to an 8. Okay, next.
Last would be Claudius.
You can probably shoot someone else if you want, but you could just keep trying to shoot a Master Blaster.
I would prefer to fire at the same guy if I can.
Yeah, I think he's closest.
I think he
Yeah.
is closest.
Yeah, no, not going through a blast marker this time either. Those blast markers out front.
Mm-hmm. But he is a beam, I would assume. Or is he?
I think he's just slightly closing.
Oh, yeah, he is.
By a
Wow.
hair.
Yeah. So, it's going to be that 7. Again, it's 7. Closing. No shift. Closing. Capital.
Ooh, 5.
5 dice. 5 big dice on the Master Blaster.
Okay.
The impressive
Run
thing
thunder
about
down.
the
Didn't get nothing on that.
no. The impressive thing about the guy at Guerrilla Games, he seemed to have that table memorized.
Yeah, no kidding.
Well, imagine if it's like the game you play just all the time. It
Yeah.
would come a lot pretty easily.
I guess.
Play a
but-
lot of it.
I guess, yeah, you'd have to play more than, yeah, okay. So anyway, that's all your shooting.
So that's all my shooting.
Yep, this takes you to the ordnance phase. You have one guy, this guy right here, who is eligible to launch. I believe you have 2, correct?
I do.
Yeah, you've got the two squadrons of Thunderhawks, which you can launch should you wish, and then move them.
Okay. So if I launch them, they don't have to go straight, right?
No, they turn as they like.
Good. Okay. Yeah, let's launch them.
All right, now I'm assuming
Launch.
you wish to launch them as a wave or as individuals.
Yes, as a wave.
As a wave. They are now a wave. Look at that. They are connected as a wave. All right, let me make them in contact, please. Give me a sec. There we go. Away you go.
All right. And they go 20, is that right?
I believe that's
correct.
I'm gonna take a look at what it's on the tooltip.
It should go. Yeah, I believe Thunderhawks go 20.
You got more than if you're hitting him, you got more than enough.
He's
Yeah,
trying to get rid
he's
of
the
blast
guy.
marker.
He's the guy I'm just trying to avoid that blast marker because if I remember correctly, that's bad.
Yeah, you got
Yeah.
and all you got to do is make contact with the circle.
Right,
It's
he's got
interesting. One of the conceits of the game is this circle sort of represents your area of control because the ships are so much smaller in actual scale than they would be on this tabletop.
Yeah,
So,
the circle represents basically very much point blank range in space.
yeah, so you're now buzzing around this dude. All right, you've got a turret. See if you can shoot one of those guys out of the sky.
Very orky turret, so just spewing lead.
Or who knows, Gretchen, Gratz, who knows?
They're shooting something. I shot
And
one down.
got one down. Yeah, nice shooting there. However, the one does get in. Achilles, that is a 1d6 plus 1 to determine what saucy thing they have done. This is a hit and run.
Space Marine borders away.
Ooh, that's not too great.
2.
Takes down his dorsal armament.
I
Do
do
you
have
have
a-
Do you have
thumbs
none?
up.
That takes then to your starboard armament.
Keeps in my starboard armament.
Man, what is the deal with your starboard armament? man?
Well, apparently it attracts Space
Tell me, you're
Marines.
targeting it. You're targeting.
No, to be clear, he's targeting your engine room. Don't doubt that.
They're trying to get the engine room. The problem is it's an orc ship, so it's a confusing maze. They keep getting lost.
They keep getting lost and taking out the starboard guns. Exactly.
Like,
The
if I
signs
need
are
it, so we might as well
confusing.
take these out over here.
Signs are all written in orc. So we can't figure out where the heck we're supposed to
Old
be.
of you to assume the orcs are literate.
Yeah, wow, that was very gracious and caring of you. All right, so you are in your cleanup phase. You're first going to take off this one because you can't take off the orky one. That one stays, and then we're going to look at your damage and try to correct it. The Tiberius has no special. The Titus has no special, and the Claudius has no special. So that's all done. That's it. That's turn 5. This takes us to turn 6. It's by 8 turns for what it's worth. Before we just total up points and see who won. So this is now turn 6, Krana.
Yeah,
This guy is
you
gone
should take
there.
these guys away, right?
Oh, yeah, they're gone. Thank you. Sent in the Space Marines. God bless them.
Okay, let's see. Let me do some quick mental. Okay, I'm going to start with Death Rider.
Death Rider.
They are going to try and lock on.
Oh, look at that. That's a new thing. All right, 7 or less. Oh, 6 or less. Or sorry, 8 or less because he has an order. So easy to do. Yes, you are locked on. What that means, Achilles, is he's going to get to re-roll misses.
Yes, that's an excellent little thing. I keep thinking I'm going to try that, but you can't. Like if you do it, you can't turn.
Correct.
And I'm always in a position where I have to turn to get the guns online. So
Mm-hmm.
Just so. All right, so he's going to move. Oop.
this drunken pilot is zigzagging through space.
Orcs,
That's just an
orcs,
orc pilot.
orcs do not need to be drunk to zigzag. Okay, let's be clear.
We'll stop there at 15.
Holy cow! Talk about being up in each other's business.
Mm.
That is the intent. Then we'll shift to proper punch up, who will also attempt to lock on.
All right, he gets that same plus, but he's a 7 even with the plus.
Yeah, they are not very bright.
Ah, but they're bright.
Yes,
Got it.
Apparently, they understood lock on.
they understood. Okay, boys, shoot everything. Fire everything.
Shoot at him.
Who, sir? The red guys.
The red
They're all
one.
red, sir.
The
Ah!
red one. The one right in front
They're
of you.
too fast, sir. They're too. They're red.
They're red. They're clearly too fast.
That's right, because color denotes speed,
It does.
Does to orcs.
especially in space.
Orcs believe that things that are red are natural. You're going to have to lose a little bit because you lost 5 through a blast marker.
Right, but isn't it speed? Is it speed 20 or 25?
20. It's 20.
Oh, 20. So I go
They
back
believe-
an inch, basically.
They believe things that are red are naturally faster, but they painted their ships brown.
Well, this is the bad moons. The bad moons believe that yellow gets them more money.
Ah,
And
wow.
purple is stealth.
Yep.
Stealthy.
You
Purple
can't.
is stealth.
If you're purple, you can't be seen.
Oh, I see.
Admit it. You've met Marines who are that way.
Yes.
What you got for Master Blaster?
I will also try to lock on, but he need the +1 watch is a -1, but he's a 5, so I'm not confident.
Yeah, yeah. But you're doing him last. So.
So-
No.
No.
Everybody now has friends.
How you doing?
I'm surprised he didn't actually try to ram me. That's what I was thinking he was going to do.
Let's start with some shooting.
Roger that.
We'll
I
start
think
with
they're in range.
blast up.
How are you not? Oh, I see. It's just a question of arc. Yeah, got it. I'm like, surely you're closer to the Tiberius.
He's got to have arc or everything.
What? Yeah. No, completely understand. So, how much you got for him?
Let's see. I think for my front arc, I have my heavy guns and my prow guns. Is he? I don't think he's in my side arc. Side arc will have to go somewhere else.
Prow. So D6 plus 2 for your prow guns, and then
Yeah,
6
and
for the
the prow heavy guns are 6.
Yeah, just straight 6. Yeah.
Oh dear.
8. That's the max. Couldn't have done better. And it's a beam.
14.
Is it a beam?
Yes, it should be a beam.
14 a beam. That's wicked. 14 a beam on a capital ship. Drum roll says it's amazing. It's only 5. You get a shift to 7.
do what we do.
Mm-hmm.
2 hits.
And you are locked on, are you not?
No, Master Blaster.
Oh, he's the one that didn't. That's right.
He's a disappointment to the rest of his team.
Yeah. Everybody else is properly locked on. What is your malfunction? Yeah, man, you are almost in the blast marker yourself. So that was 1. The second one gets through the shield, and therefore 1d6 to determine if it is a critical.
Let's see. Let me find my... It is not.
It is not, so we will merely... That's actually his first hit, so...
My poor Titus.
The Titus takes a boink. Next.
Let's go with the proper punch-up.
A proper punch-up.
You hit the officer's head. Where are we going to take a shower now?
What's he got? Left and front, right? Port and forward. I should think.
Forward.
Just forward? Okay.
Yeah.
So same deal. D6 plus 2 plus 6.
Much less
3,
impressive.
9. What is the aspect, however?
He's closing.
Yeah, I would have guessed. 9, capital, 9, 6, shift, 8. Wicked.
Plus I'm rerolling misses.
And rerolling all misses. Yeah.
Jeez. That sounds ugly.
2.
Dos.
Nothing on the reroll.
All right, 2 checks for crits.
No, I had to mark his shields down first, didn't I?
No, his shields are down. If you're shooting at the Titus.
I'm shooting at
Oh, right. Yeah. So that's just one check for hits for a critical.
No.
Tiberius. Oh, the Tiberius is crippled.
Dang, that was quick.
Well, he was wounded before.
Oh.
Yeah, it was not. He was not
oh
crippled. He was not crippled by the first shot. No.
What is he,
right.
the hood?
Yeah, we call that the hood maneuver. Death Rider.
Also shooting here.
Same thing.
And did have a shift for the...
Oh, yeah, so that shift will wash the other one.
Yeah, so let me roll a d6 plus 2. 6, so 12 total.
12 total. I believe you're also closing. Actually, it's moving away, isn't it?
No, the guy in front of me.
Is he... Oh, yeah, that's right. I keep forgetting he turned him. He sure did. Closing, capital ship, 12. Even, no shift, 8. Rerolling misses.
One more. Oh!
Whoa!
Ouch.
5 for crit. He's dead anyway, but
Yeah, we just blew him out of the space.
You have to roll on the catastrophic damage table.
yeah, that's the next
Or
thing.
I roll for crits anyway.
Well, I don't know. Let's take a look at the catastrophic hits table. No, because you just do this because you've taken him to 0, so you roll for this, so it's 2d. Because I don't think any of the crits cause extra blast markers, which is the only thing that matters. Yeah, no. So all you got to do is roll the 2d6. That's what causes the blast markers.
Okay. Uh, 10.
10. Special. Plasma drive overload. The ship's plasma cells coils overload and explode in a blazing inferno of white-hot plasma. Remove the ship from play, leaving behind a number of blast marks equal to half its starting number of hits. Every ship within 3d6 is struck by a lance shot with a strength equal to half the ship's starting damage capacity.
Oh my god.
Nice going, Chrono. You just blew up half the...
Wow.
So it's, okay, so first things first. Blast markers equal to...
3. It's going to be 3 blast markers.
All right, and so what they have to do is they have to fan out from this one. Get Tiberius out of the way, because he's dead. And so it's kind of like... I'll let you put that one wherever you think. It's got to connect to that little group.
Mostly where he was, that feels appropriate.
Sure enough. Accept. All right, now who was within 3d6? That'll be Master Blaster for sure. Now remember,
I should roll this because it's 3d6, right?
these are lances, and we haven't done lances, but lances hit on a 4+, irregardless of armor.
Let me see.
Irrespective of armor.
36 inches. Okay.
Yeah.
I'm gonna roll range. Everything within 5 inches.
That's not terrible. That actually could have been a whole lot worse.
Could have been a lot worse for me.
It's just Master Blaster.
Yeah, it's only his ship that gets hit.
Half the ship's starting damage rounding up in this case.
But basically
3. Yeah, so 3 lances. So 3 dice for a 4 or better.
I roll it, or do you want to let Achilles roll it because it's his ship?
Yeah, it's kind of your ship blowing it up, man. So,
I'll roll my own ship. So
yeah.
3d6 sneaking force.
3d6, 4 or better.
Oh no.
That is 2 hits. Are either of them criticals?
I still have my shields up, so one of them.
Oh yeah, one of them just takes down the shield. Good point.
Let me grab blast marker.
No, you got it. Okay. We are causing a trouble over here with blast markers. All right.
And
Is that a crit?
No, one gets through. That's right. Let me find out. It'd be funny if it was.
No,
but it's not.
it is not. So that's a straight lance. Wow. So this space is where the Tiberius used to be.
Oh my god.
Vaporized.
Plasma reactor overload. Cool.
I was not expecting that. I was like, all right, I'll do my rerolls, and then it's like 4 hits.
Ah.
Oh my god.
So, all right. So there's that, and that was the last of your boys, right? The Death Rider.
That was it.
Okay. So he fired everything. Does he have a port shot, or did he use that port?
He's a port battery.
Yeah.
Might as well do it. Only D6, I think. How close is he? I think he's outside 15, right?
Just barely, but yeah.
Yeah. So that's a D6. Mirror 2 is someone going a beam.
Oh,
which is
beam, capital 2, 1.
I still have lock on at least, but you know.
Yeah. Oh.
No,
Yeah, no.
he misses. That's it.
Boom. All right, cool. That was kind of cool. All the ordnance
Blast markers to get rid of.
All the ordnance is off the table, which now goes to the blast marker phase. That's 1d6.
Yeah. 6.
Oh wow, that's you may
Anything not touching.
Yeah.
So anything not touching someone goes away.
Mm-hmm.
I think. What do you think of this one?
That's touching.
Okay.
He's touching.
This
All
one's
right.
definitely touching. So,
Yeah.
yeah.
And now you got some fixing to do.
No, I think I managed to repair all my damage.
Didn't know. I thought you had to start. Yeah,
You
Master
must have started.
Blaster.
Right.
Master
She's
Blaster.
7, right?
Yeah.
No, they fixed it. Look at them. They're going for it.
They found those dirty space marines down in the starboard area and fired them out an airlock.
So they don't have anybody in the crew who knows what button to push to lock on, but they've got guys that can fix the starboard battery.
And again, you're using words like fix in a way that I don't know as I'd consider for orcs, but you know.
They're basically bashing them until they work.
Yeah, it's like your old man trying to fix the radio in the old days, right? All right, that takes us to Achilles at the bottom half of 6.
Okay, here we go again. Let's see.
No.
Specials. Let's start with Claudius, and we'll do a special. We'll try to reload.
All right, give her 10 or less. Actually, 9 or less, or 11 or less, because he's got one.
11, 12 always fails, I thought.
Oh, that's true. Yep. So 10. Yeah, you got the best you can get, which is 11 or 10 or less. Wow.
Something like that.
It works. It's fine. It's good. You're reloaded.
Yeah, it's all fine. Okay, for Titus, it's going to be a lot harder. So,
What's he gonna do?
he's going to try to do the same thing. Oh, I'm sorry. I'm supposed to finish.
Yeah, you're supposed.
Claudius
Yeah, you're
before I
supposed to do Claudius.
Okay,
Yeah.
never mind.
Mm-hmm.
All right, Claudius. What's it gonna be? What's it gonna be? Okay. Claudius is going to do. Oh, I can't do that. Oh, I'm sorry. You only get one special, right?
Correct.
One special order, so I can't try to lock on with him. That's a shame. All right, he's going to move. And let's see. Okay, so I lose 5 when I hit this
When you hit the blast marker.
blast marker. So that makes now I'm at 16.
Mm-hmm.
Okay,
Eventually, yeah.
so I can go to 15 total.
You can go to 20
Yeah, you go 20.
I'm sorry, 20. Yeah,
because you're over your minimum.
that's good enough. And now Titus. Titus will also try to reload,
Okay.
which is going to be more hard,
It's
more difficult for him.
It washes, so it's a 9 or less. It's -1 for the blast marker, +1 because Chrono has tokens out. And he does.
Okay. All right. Now Titus is both. Come on, you. There we go. And 2, 3. That's 45, right? 60.
It'll be 45.
No, it would not be. It would not be Battlefleet Romanesque. It'll have to be Battlefleet Rococo or Baroque.
Okay.
Just so you know, there's no universe in which he doesn't fly off the table next turn.
Yeah, I've done 5.
Mm-hmm.
He gets 6, right?
Before he moves.
Yep.
But you always have to do that, though. So.
Yeah, he'll make it. Now he can. Yeah, he's fine there because he's moved far enough.
Okay. So they're both done.
All right. Shooting.
We'll start with Claudius.
All this up close and personal love. You gotta like it. I'm sorry. You said you're gonna start with Claudius. That's the dude here. What's he got firing out of his? I'm guessing starboard side.
Starboard side. So it should be his
4
starboard guns plus the prow gun. Can it fire same arc as the starboard guns?
No, the prow bombardment can. Yeah, it can go left, center, right. So you can fire 7.
Okay, so all of them.
7.
The prow bombardment can fire left front.
Yeah, so he's got 7 closing with a shift.
Plus a shift, so
6.
6, I think.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Ooh, my shields.
1 hit. I believe I was gonna have to look this up. I believe that actually goes. Those shields are still down because you're still in the blast marker.
Oh, you're right. That's correct. I think you're right about that.
Yeah.
Double check that though, because I haven't.
Mm-hmm. Oh, no.
I remember us mentioning that.
Yeah, I think in order to regain your shields, you've got to leave the blast marker behind.
Let me see.
Let's go find it. Surely shields appears in an easy and simple to find place. It'll be great.
Right under a giant bold word saying
shields. Yeah, that this is what I am. You see, you have read my mind.
With giant arrows pointing to it.
Damage. That seems reasonable. Is it under damage? Mm-mm. All right, that's not where it should be, honestly. Okay. Hits taken by shields, yeah. I love the fact that the only other thing that caused... Okay. No. Yeah, if a ship's base, it's on page 69. If a ship's base is in contact with any blast markers when it is fired upon, oh wow, its shield. So it's not quite that. Its shield strength is reduced by 1 per blast marker.
All right,
So you have no shields. So it's so 1. You
Yep,
is
he's
it
down
is
to-
Achilles? Is it a crit?
No.
No, so it's down to 6. 1 more, and the Master Blaster is crippled. No, Master Blaster, no.
We're doing so well.
All right, and now the Titus.
Titus.
That's going to be
and I
another
think
7,
same
but I think now the aspect is a beam.
beam.
Yeah.
He's going to try and brace for impact. He's a 4.
Does he have a? Did he not? No, he didn't have a special order, did he?
No, he failed to get one last turn.
Oh,
you can always discard your special order to try and get brace, if I remember correctly.
That's right because brace prohibits you from getting one next turn if you get it.
Yeah.
Yeah. So yeah, he's gonna need a 4 is what he's gonna need.
Yeah. You gotta try.
Oh, would you look at that?
Oh, man.
The Master Blaster. Look at him.
He's now braced.
So that gives him a 4+ armor save, which he's gonna like.
May not come in handy. May not. See.
Yeah, I guess we'll find out. You never know. It's always a bit of a gamble. But when you have a firepower of 7 and it is closing, and it's a 5, but it goes to a 6. Oh no, it's a beam. I'm sorry.
It's a beam. Yeah.
A beam 7, 2 goes to
range.
4.
We use a shift to the range.
Yeah, that is the shift. 2 to 4.
But really?
Yeah.
A beam. Oh man,
Yeah.
beam is.
Oh yeah, beam is a penalty. We all know it's an Age of Sail game. They're rewarding crossing the T. 4. It's 4 for 6s.
Okay.
Ooh,
There's the 1. Check your armor save.
No.
No, dear.
Crippled.
Is it a critical, Achilles?
Oh, almost.
Oh,
I
no,
saw it.
yeah.
It bounced
Boy,
off
it almost-
So the Master Blaster is crippled. Yeah, everything on a crippled ship is halved except the shields, which stay at 1. Yeah, we call that the Robert rule. Because he likes it so much. Okay, so that was all the shooting. Achilles, do you want to launch things?
Yes.
Thought you might.
I would like to.
Launch
them all.
Yeah, I had no doubt. Come on now, boys. Get over here. Why are you fussing with me? You put them wherever you want, really. As long as they're in contact.
Now the question is it just total overkill to go after Master Blasta because criticals are?
Remember the Tiberius.
That's up to you. That's a call. That's a call only you can make.
I know. All right, I'm kind of into overkill. So.
Because just bear in mind, I'm assuming you're going to launch 2 off of Claudius too.
Yes, I am.
Okay, and just turn them so they both touch. They both have to make contact, which is fine. So they both touch, and now that's one turret. So go for it.
Yeah, he is crippled. How's that? But he can't go over than 1, I guess.
Right, exactly.
So,
That's the way I read it.
he misses though.
All
Probably
right, so that's
trying to fight fires or something.
yeah. So that is that is 2 crits, 2d6, but each one of them is separate. Achilles, you add 1 to both because you're Space Marines.
Okay. So one at a time then.
No, you can roll them together. It doesn't matter. We're
Oh.
just going to take them individually.
All right. Yeah, see, they were too busy bracing for impact.
A 2 and a 4. We'll do the 4 first, I guess. Port armament damage.
Yeah.
So his now see, he left your starboard guns alone. He hit your port.
No, the other one's gonna hit my starboard.
And it does, in fact. Yeah. Because that is the familiar sound of starboard.
My gun's gone.
Gone. So those guns are gone, and he is so that's gonna be it. All right, now the Claudius. Where are those guys going?
Let's see. Where are they?
They're there. I mean,
They're
they are
just
so
pretending to be
close. I
Okay, well, I can't go through all those blast markers, so
you can, but I don't think you want to. But yeah.
Kind of got to go the other direction
Mm-hmm.
now. Oops. Oh, yeah. There we go. All right.
Is he going to give the Master Blaster a break or no?
Well, yeah, I don't think I can kill him with this. So
You can damage.
You can. You could start a fire, to be honest, but other than that, yeah, this is not built to destroy the ship. That's why you get to do so many of them.
yeah,
The Orient bombers and trios can, but
bombers are nasty.
all right.
Torpedoes are worse.
torpedoes they both ignore shields. Bombers can be really nasty because they get D6 attacks on you.
Well, the main thing with torpedoes, if they hit those, that they're just
My contactor.
You're actually better than that's fine. We'll just leave them there. We know what you're doing.
Oops.
Don't
Oops, I
turn.
you.
I got it. We're good. We're good. I got it.
Okay, sorry. I was trying to even them out, but
got them out of there. I'll take a picture of this one though, because this is the second one. And I'm assuming you got the one turret.
Yep. Pew. Took one out.
Got him. So that's 1d6 for you, Achilles. Again, adding 1.
all right.
Oh no! He's on fire.
Speaking of which, he has caused a fire. So we have a fire aboard the proper punch-up.
Takes up 20 damage in the end phase at this point. This says the end phase. I don't think it specifies which end phase it is, so I think each end phase is still burning. It takes damage.
Yeah, no, the way I read that.
Oh no! It says roll the way it's preceded by roll to repair the fire in the end phase.
Yeah, you've got to have a chance to repair it. Yeah.
Yeah. Okay.
You just know you're on fire as you're sailing around. All right, that's it. That is all of it.
Putting cigarettes in our trash cans. Some scenes.
That's That's awesome. 2 turns to go. This is the top of 7. Sorry, Achilles. You get to. Do you have any damage to repair?
I don't think they caused any crits.
I don't think you did. Yeah, no. And are there any blast markers that can be removed? No. I would say no.
Everything in contact.
Yeah, I think it's all in contact. So all that having been said, top 7, Chrono.
Let me double check what crippled ships can and can't do.
I think it's actually.
Oh boy, if your ship is both braced and crippled, weapons orients are halved again.
Oh, that's right. Yeah.
So I'm already down to 10. Half to 5.
Half to 3.
No, it goes from 20 to 10, then 10 to 5.
Oh, okay.
Right.
Yeah. I'm
But then
sorry.
I lose 5 because I've been touching blast markers.
Mm-hmm.
So I sit still then, or
Well, no.
no, crippled. Oh no, crippled. No, crippled reduces but moved by 5. So I go half to 10.
Brace doesn't affect your movement. Does
Okay,
it?
no, it affects weapons.
Yeah,
Sorry.
it's your weapons. Yeah, your movement is normal.
So my movement is reduced by 5, and then reduced by 5 again because of blast markers, so I can go 10 basically.
Mm-hmm. Yep.
And
You don't have any guns.
Oh, it's true. I forgot about that. He's just poking along because he's got nothing else going on.
He's having that bad day.
I'm not kidding. I'm gonna try and lock on with Death Rider.
Go for okay. Does he? You've got one out. You are not in contact, so it's 8.
Oh, that's
That's it.
I
That's
did get it.
Yeah,
Wow.
yeah, yeah.
All right. So we're gonna just plow on forward here.
Dropping yourself to 15.
I'm gonna stop there. So
Mm-hmm.
maybe move this blast marker so it's on top. But
Mm-hmm.
this could bite me. This could bite me next turn. But you know what? Don't worry about. That's a problem for future me.
That's a problem for a future orc.
Yeah,
Very
pretty
good.
much. We'll also try that with Power Punch Up, though is going to be a straight 6 because he's a minus for
Yep.
that blast marker.
Yep.
Oh, he gets it.
Wow. Good rolls there.
No kidding. So he's at
20.
I think do I lose 5 for each blast marker?
No, just the once. They repeat that rule a lot.
Actually, no. I'm going to back up to there. Let me see. I'm checking ranges. It's 4-7.
I don't think you're out of range.
I don't think the range is not the problem. It's a matter of who's closer. This guy's always going to be closer, so I'm just going to have to grin and bear it.
Unless you're using flintlocks, I'm pretty sure you're out of range.
He's firing out into the void.
Okay. That's it for my movement.
So Master Blast has got nothing.
That does nothing. Even if they had an arc, its guns are all blowed up.
All right, so who's next?
You'll start with Death Rider with his forward guns.
Death Rider on the forward. What's he got?
He's got the 6 and then the D6 plus 2. Ooh, maximum.
Another. You've gotten 2 of those. 14.
I know.
14 a beam, I would think.
Yep.
Capital ship, a beam for 14 with a nice shift. 7 dice. 7 dice. 7 dice.
And he's in contact with the blast marker.
Yes,
so
yes. No shields. Yeah.
2 hits.
Those hits. Now, the one thing I should have afforded him the option to do is to brace. Now, you have a choice, Achilles. If you brace, which you can certainly try to do, it gives you that armor save that you saw Chrono get, but you can then do nothing in your following phase in terms of special orders.
Yeah.
Right.
And it
Can't save you.
it can, it gives you an extra armor save. In addition, when you brace for impact, all your weapons fire at half effect.
Right.
So, do you want to brace for that? You now know he's going to hit you.
Oh, yeah.
And it's coming straight through your armor. You don't have a shield, so.
Yeah, so I guess I don't have any choice. Yeah, I better do that.
All right, so you're rolling a 10 to 10 or less.
That'd be 9 because of the blast
No,
marker.
because you've got 1, so he gets a 10.
Oh, yeah, so it washes. Got it.
Mm-hmm. Oh, boy.
Barely.
You did it. That's cool. All right, so that hangs on you for the rest of the turn. So now you do get 2d6. He hits you twice. I
got my
Oh yeah,
rolls.
he's got his rerolls.
His
Holy
rerolls,
yeah.
yeah.
Mm-hmm.
He may blow me out of the sky anyways.
Yeah, so he's already got 2 hits rerolling his misses.
Oh my gosh.
2 more. 4 total
saves.
hits, so you got 4 saves, 4 plus.
Okay.
Oh, look at that. 2 of them.
Save
2,
2.
save 2. And are they crits, Chrono?
Let me roll 2 dice and I'll tell you. 1 is.
Okay,
Uh-oh.
let me mark this, and now you will again roll 2d6, and we'll find out what kind of a crit it is. 4 is not the biggest number. However, port armor that's his port armament. That's the word. Port armament.
Damage.
That
Port guns.
that would have been a lot worse had you not braced.
4 damage. 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 4
Yeah.
In fact,
Yeah,
I think
that's-
you'd be crippled. Yep, you would be crippled. All
I'm
right.
surprised you didn't blow me out of the sky.
It
Hey, I
can-
was trying.
Well, the turn is not over yet.
That's true.
Still got my
Still got the proper punch up. Yep. Where's he going?
going
Same place.
with his port guns, which I think are not blown up. So
Yeah.
he's just on fire.
Yeah, he's only on
It's just
fire.
on fire. Yeah.
Port heavy guns for 4, and then port guns for D6.
Okay, yep.
Ooh,
Oh! 12?
Jeez.
my dice are hot tonight. Lord.
A beam or closing? Closing, I think.
Closing. Yeah.
Closing, yeah.
Ooh. Capital ship, closing, 12, shift, 11 dice.
10. It's 10.
Why?
Because my port heavy guns are a 4, not 6.
Oh, okay. Okay, it's only 10 then.
It's only 10. Oh, well, okay.
Only 10
I'm fine.
dice.
Re-rolling
We're
all
fine, guys.
re-rolling all hits, mind you. Misses.
We're fine, guys. He's only got 10, not 11.
Well, I
Nothing.
missed everything.
He missed
so-
everything the first time.
I got 2 that time. Then.
Roll to see if you're braced.
All right.
2 dice, 4 or better.
Ooh,
Got
I'm
one.
through.
One hit. Is it a crit?
No.
The Claudius,
That does
however, is crippled. Yep.
I think I can shoot my forward arc at a different target if I need
Yeah,
to.
absolutely. Yep.
So he's going to go here with the forward guns.
Yeah.
But I think he's a beam of me. So
Agree on both counts. What do you got?
I got the 6 for the heavy guns,
Mhm.
and then it's going to be 9 total.
Capital, a beam, 9. 9, sorry, wrong one. Shift left, 5.
Okay. Do you want to brace for this one?
No, I don't think she has any hits on her, does she?
No, she doesn't.
Titus?
One hit.
Oh, yeah.
The Titus has 1.
But she
Yeah.
does have a shield.
But she
so-
does have-
And she's also got a shield, yeah.
Yeah.
Maybe you should have brace. Maybe you should-
Oh, well.
2 hits.
Only 2. It's only 1.
Is that
Only-
did the one that got through, is it a crit?
Let's find out. It is not.
6. Alright.
Very effective render shooting from the orcs.
I should say.
Mm.
Alright. Let's do some cleanups. Any blast markers that can come off? No.
This
Let's-
one.
One.
Oh, can it? Yeah, well then pick it up, because that's... You're going to roll a 1, I know that.
All right. Let's see if the death right at. And
What is
oh,
Can-
no, the
is-
power punch up has a fire.
Yep. That's 9 dice, though.
Yeah. Oh, almost didn't put it out.
That was close.
Yeah.
Because that would have...
More damage.
Yeah, and the Master Blaster.
Oh, that's right.
5
He has
dice.
so much damage. So much damage. Nothing. They are having a time of it over there.
Yeah. Bottom of 7. Bottom of 7, Achilles.
Yes. This would be the part of the Star Trek episode where they warp out.
Well, if you want to leave, you can do it right now.
You can make the attempt, yeah.
Well, no, he can just go. That guy's
Well, that's
gone.
right.
Could
That
just
guy's
go
gone.
straight
That
off the
guy's
board.
gone, and this guy, all he's got to do is go and you can. If you want to leave, you can go.
Can't remember which one. It's the Claudius that's crippled, right?
Right. He's going to lose.
5. He
15.
loses 5.
Yeah,
so
he'll
he's more than
He'll
fine.
make it. He'll
Yeah.
make it.
Yeah. So he can just get the heck out of there.
All right.
Just poop.
Mhm.
All right. Titus. Well, Titus is not going to win a fight with 2 of these guys.
Well, honestly, it's 2.
Yeah, Master Blaster, I'm not too worried about anymore.
Right.
Let's see. I think I can fly him just straight out. if I go far enough.
Oh, yeah.
Yep.
Oh, yeah. All right. So that's
There
it.
you go.
He is disengaged. He is gone. Let's score up some points because that's how we determine the winner of a cruiser clash. That's cool. I'm pretty sure I know who did, but that's okay. We're
It's a
gonna
point. How many points do you get per crippled ship?
yeah, we're gonna coming in. Sneak, 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 sneak. 1 point for every damage you inflicted, and then 1 additional point for each crippled ship, or 3 points for each destroyed ship. So, Chrono, congratulations for the Tiberius. That was 3. And then also Achilles, was the Claudius crippled? It was. So that's
One of them, yeah.
3, 4, 5, 6, 7. And then the Titus is 8, 9. So it's a total of 9 points. Achilles, he blowed up no ships, but
Well, then you have,
he did.
Shouldn't he have one more cruiser? I thought he had. Did he have 3 or 4?
There's 3 and 3. Should be.
Okay.
Originally,
Oh no,
there
it's
were
no,
four
it's over
and four.
here. Yeah,
Yeah.
the Augustus buggered off too. Yeah.
Yes. She's
5.
crippled.
Oh yeah, that was 5. So that's 9, 14, 15.
Ouch.
15 points for Chrono. That's pretty good.
Plus, I also get all the damage I inflicted on the destroyed ship, right?
Oh yeah, I guess that's logical.
There's another 6.
Yeah.
It'd be 21.
21 points. 21. 1,
So,
3, 8, 9. 21 to 9.
no, you still forgot the anywhere but here.
Oh,
So
and
it's
the anywhere
another
but here,
6.
did it just leave?
Yeah, he took another 6 points. So it's
15.
21 to
15. That's, well, there you go. That close.
relatively close. I mean, the difference was a destroyed ship.
Yeah,
Pretty
because
much. Yeah.
yeah, you take that away, it's suddenly 18 to 15, and nobody's looking at it so weird. So it's 21 to 15. Good game. Good score. You thought, oh, well, it's 8:20. Surely they're done. Surely they can't possibly have anything else saved up. Surely Jim doesn't incessantly sit around and do nothing but build games.
You would be wrong.
You, oh,
You would
what?
almost certainly be wrong.
I'm sorry, what's going on here? That's right, ladies and gentlemen. I got planets.
Ooh.
The really amazing thing, if you look at the shiny part of the planet, it's reflecting one of the different Tabletop Simulator backgrounds.
Oh my god, it is. It's so strange. It's kind of fun, though.
It is. It is.
It looks so cool. Though.
So, who wants in this game, because we don't have to finish it tonight, but we can start. Who in this game wants to play the dirty, treacherous, rebukable, I made that word up, rebukable Dark Mechanicum that is chasing the innocent, harmless, worthy Imperial Navy? Who wants to be the bad guys?
See.
I'll do it.
I knew you would.
Yeah.
And you, Achilles, will be the noble and virtuous.
I see. So it's typecasting.
That's right. Let's go through the things in the rules that we see here that are different from what we're used to. And there's not many. I didn't want to add too many funky things because that gets confusing and that's not very fun. But there are a couple of... Once again, you have your units right here. There are 2 different types of cruisers.
Which one's the Overlord and which one's the Dictator?
You can look down. You can actually see it. Oh, there it says.
There it is. All right. Well, that's his. I should see what he's got.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, he has little bombers now.
Yes, he's got bombers. Yes, he does.
And a dorsal lance battery.
Mm-hmm. Dorsal, you believe that? Left, front, right. There you go. Let's talk about.
And torpedoes.
Let's talk about lances and torpedoes. That's what I wanted to talk about. Direct firing lances. These things are nasty.
Oh, yes.
They are high-powered energy weapons capable of burning straight through a hull or cutting an escort ship in 2. If you are with range and firing arc, you roll 1d6 per lance strength point. Every 4, 5, 6 causes a hit. Period. That's it. Those are all the rules for them. They are one of the nastiest weapons in the game, and you will be firing 2. You'll notice that your range, by the way, 60 inches. Our friend the chronologist is going to do everything in his power to avoid being shot at by your lances.
I also have lances, but mine are very short range.
Yeah. Right, because you have stolen equipment. That's right, I said it. It's stolen.
What launch? What do I have in my launch base here? Does it say squadron?
Do you? I thought I didn't know I had to build for that.
This says Defiant. They have port and starboard launch bays. Let me see. This is a Defiant class, right?
Mm-hmm. I will have to correct that very quickly when the time comes.
It just says squadron, so I guess it's either a bomber. I can launch either a bomber or a fighter squadron, I guess.
I'm surprised it doesn't say.
Yeah, I'm looking at the listing. I'm looking at the
No. Remember, you don't look at it on the Dark Mechanicum. You have to look at the one. You have to look at the one because you are seriously flying stolen gear.
No, I'm looking at the Imperial Navy list.
Okay, that's where you should be. Yeah.
It just says squadron, so.
Oh, are we on wrong sides of the board? Is that the problem? I was reading yours.
Yeah, you actually should switch sides.
Okay.
Let me see.
We're gonna have to look that up. We'll look that up because I'm gonna.
It says squadron, so I'm assuming that it's just.
Yeah, but check the notes. Check the fleet notes. We'll do that very quickly. The other thing I want to go over is torpedoes. One of the biggest things in the game. Did you, by the way, we're going to get to a thing. We're not getting to it here because you don't have anybody big enough. But there's this thing called Nova Cannons.
Oh, yes.
That they have corrected in this version, and I think made worse. When they first came out in the basic book, it's a shockingly powerful weapon, but you had to Fletcher Pratt. You had to guess the range. I love that. We may do that. I'm not sure. In any event. Torpedoes. Torpedoes come out in salvos. They're usually on the prow of their ship. Their original strength is 3. They have a strength 3 marker. We put a little die on them to indicate their actual salvo strength.
I think it's 6 all around. Almost everyone here has strength 6 launchers.
Yeah. We place the torpedo marker at the end of movement on the turn of launch. So the key is they go out on the turn they launch in the ordnance phase. They go out maximum distance.
Like 30 centimeters, right?
I believe so. Yeah, it depends on the torpedo.
Oh yeah.
They move in a dead straight line once launched. They move each ordnance phase until they detonate or leave the playing area. They do not vary speed. They must move full speed. If it contacts any ship base, friendly or enemy, it attacks. You roll 1d6 for each strength in the salvo. Each die, which equals or beats armor, scores 1 point of damage. They pass through shields, so you ignore them. It continues moving, but its strength is reduced 1 for every hit it inflicts. There are some that reroll misses. We don't have any. It has to check against blast markers. You can fire on them with direct fire weapons. You can also hit them with other torpedoes.
I think fighters can also intercept them.
Yes, that's true.
Man, that would be a difficult shot.
These are actually very, very big.
They're like 200 meters long or something.
Yeah, they're huge.
They're like ICBMs, basically.
But if you have to fire a torpedo and it goes in a straight line, and you're trying to shoot another torpedo that's going in a straight line.
Oh no, that's accidental. Although it is a little strange to me, given what they say about 3-dimensional space, that they just wouldn't pass through each other. I've always been a little surprised by that.
Right, like fighters, I understand showing up and going, "We're going to shoot these down," but
yeah,
torpedoes indirect. I guess it's simpler for them to just say they intersect. They blow
They
each
blow
other
each other up.
Yeah, that I certainly don't know. So that's how torpedoes work. They're kind of fun. They just go off in a direction. And by the way, they do come out of the arc. You have to set them on their range, and then they just go in that direction. They go in that direction. Let's talk about planets, because planets are really fun.
Oh, they're great. I live on one.
Yeah, I hope they're okay. I live on one of those. They are one of the most significant terrain features in the game. And by the way, I rolled for this terrain, fair and square under the rules, at least as far as I can figure. So here we go, planets. This is a small planet, by the way. Believe that or don't. It has no rings. It has no moons. It is too small. We are not close enough to the center of a solar system, according to the die rules, such that I have to bring out the sunward marker. There is, and boy oh boy, the Eldar care a lot about this. There is a marker you place to indicate where the sun in the solar system is, and it has a profound effect on ships that deal with solar winds and things like that. Eldar prime among them. But we have no suns, so there is nothing to worry about there. And they can also do horrible, horrible, terrible things to you as well. I do so want to try a low orbit scenario because they sound so cool. That's a planet. I don't want that. Moons.
What's the atmosphere of this planet?
Ships within the gravity well of a planet. What is a gravity well? That is up to 10 inches from its edge. If you are within 10 inches of its edge, look down at it. It's a circle. May make a free 45-degree turn at the beginning and end of their move. But it must always be towards the planet.
You're going into orbit.
Mm-hmm. You're using its gravity to whip around. These can be used even if you cannot normally turn. You may use it before the start, and again, only at the end. You can't do it during for your free turn. If you are in the gravity well, you may be in high or low orbit. A ship does not have to move while it is in high orbit, but a stationary ship uses the defenses column for gunnery purposes. I don't know why you would go into high orbit. I don't.
I think there are objectives you have to do in high orbit sometimes.
Oh, that's it. Yeah. Low orbit is hitting the planet. That's it. Okay.
I assume that in order to go to low orbit, you should transit through high orbit.
Yeah. We have planets. Yes. If your stem is touching the planet, the stem, not the base, you count as being upon the template. When a ship stem is actually on the template does not block line of sight or any ship's line of sight to it. If you are not, so if you go into the planet space, you can be seen and see. If you're on the opposite side of it, it blocks line of sight. Torpedoes are Torpedoes are destroyed when they come into contact with the template's edge. And hulks get wrecked. And then finally we have I was told that I love the fact that there's also warp rifts. But that is a gas and dust cloud. Ships that have base contact with the cloud, that is the same effect as a single blast marker. That's it. Let us now talk about the scenario. This is the bait. A lone ship has been sent into a system to lure out the defending forces in an extended pursuit. Unknown to the pursuers, the fleeing vessels has some friends lying in wait up ahead. Chrono, you are the pursuing forces. Achilles, you are the pursued. It is taking place in deep space.
Deep space where there happens to be a planet.
Yes, that is. Oh, I'm sorry. You're right. This is the outer reaches. The outer reaches. I got that wrong. The pursuers must. Achilles, you are placed in the center of the table. You may face that you are facing the short edge you want. Pursuers must be more than 60 inches away from it. Reinforcements for the pursued ship come from the table edge in front of it, as depicted. Any reinforcements for the fleeing ship may enter the table on any turn, including turn 1. If the reinforcing ships enter after turn 1, they may be deployed up to 30 inches along the table edge for each turn after the first.
Ooh.
Saucy. The game continues until one fleet disengages or is destroyed. As we well know, we now have to go into our listing for the ships, for the fleets, and roll our commanders. So you'll notice I did have to spend a few extra points to make the points work. Achilles has a fleet admiral who has a skill of 8. He gets 2 rerolls that he can share out over the fleet. Let's go and get our fleet rosters. Official fleets. See what we know that might be special here. I picked this too because it allows us to keep the fleets relatively similar. Imperial Navy. Have you all said about naming your ships? I like the fact that you named your ships.
Ah.
I have named mine.
Oh, should put it where that is. Oh, no, I have to. Okay.
Which one of yours? It's the Dauntless that you've got, Chrono, that's got the base?
Defiant class.
Defiance.
Yeah, I was. The fleet listing basically says. Where is it? I was just looking at it. The fleet listing says any ship with launch bays may choose to have them launch any mix of feared interceptors and Starhawk bombers. Some ships may carry charter assault boats at additional cost. The Defiant does not have a listing, so he can carry assault boats. I'm assuming he can launch 2 bombers or 2 fighters or a bomber and a fighter, because he has launch bays for 2 squadrons total.
Yeah, that's right. Got it. And I do not see any special abilities.
No, I don't think he has any.
I don't think either of you. Well, he and yours are essentially the same. I do have to check. You've got something weird though, if I remember correctly. There are a lot of. The crazy part is the nice person who did all these things has ships for every bloody one of these. It's so cool.
I'm trying to look up some of these ships so I know what I'm looking at.
Mm-hmm.
Dictator class cruiser.
Segmenting.
Those are his tier. Those are both the reinforcing. Both of those reinforcing ships are dictator classes, right?
Yes.
Okay.
Sorry, I erased your class when I put their name on.
No problem.
I'm sure we'll figure it out somehow.
It should be easy if you know your Roman history.
There you go. Special rules. Yeah, the Mechanicus has funky rules.
Be right back.
Position chaos. They just Adeptus Mechanus? Or are they different from the Dark Mechanum?
I played him off Adeptus. I should have taken Dark, but this is based off Adeptus.
I don't think there was an actual Dark list, so that's probably fine.
So, let's begin with you anyway, Kronos. You've got 3 ships. Tell me what you're pointing at, and you're going to roll 1d6 for your leadership because it is different than the standard chart.
I'm going to start with my first Gothic class, the Descending Madness here.
Got it?
A single 1.
Leadership of 7.
Alright, then we're going to do the Defiant class ship.
Mm-hmm.
Also a 7.
Okay.
Oh dear. And my last Gothic class. Oh my god.
Another 7?
Another 7.
Okay.
Achilles, when you attempt to attack him, if you should hit him in a hit and run attack, you can re-roll your die roll. Because Adeptus Mechanicus ships are notorious for not... They're crewed by Skitarii, who are capable at their jobs, but the people that are actually crewing the ships are tech priests and are no good at repelling borders.
That's not their thing, huh?
Yeah, that is absolutely not their thing.
We fix machines. We don't repel borders.
And then the part that Achilles is going to hate.
Oh boy.
You must now ask the Omnissiah for gifts, Chrono. Point to a ship and roll a d6.
Start with these boys. Left to right again.
Mm-hmm.
5.
A 5. You have gyro-stabilized targeting matrix. Ship weapons are reduced to 75% instead of 50%. Using all ahead full, come to new heading, or burn retros. So, what ship is that again?
It is the Descending Madness.
Put down gyro. Next.
The fighter flight.
Mm-hmm.
A 1.
Emergency energy reserve. When crippled, the ship only reduces turret shielding and weapons by 25% rather than 50%.
Not bad.
And the cruel embrace.
3.
Repulsor shielding. You ignore all negative effects of having blast markers or gas clouds in contact with the base, as applies to leadership, movement, and repairing critical damage. This does go away if you suffer the shield's collapse critical damage.
Cool.
So you got a bad thing, and some good things. What did you say your mix of ships was that you get to launch?
Let me check the ordinance.
Is it Starhawks and Furies?
Yeah, it's normal Starhawk and Fury Interceptors.
Okay. I will at some point get you the proper color, but I'll drop off a couple for you right now.
No worries.
I'm just enjoying the entertainment. I'm sitting here eating cashews and watching the show.
All right. And now we can at least, well, like I say, it goes till we're done. So we'll get a little start here. We'll get a little start. Roll for the initiative to see who has the first turn. Yep.
Did we do his?
Oh, we didn't do your ships. That's crazy. How could I not? Your ships are stone cold basic. Achilles. So, who do you want to roll for?
Overlord or Scipio, I should
The
say.
Scipio. 1d6. Higher is better. Tell me what you roll.
Looks like a 4.
A
Oh,
4.
those are some fancy dice.
Oh yeah, those are Imperial Guard dice. Check them out. Oh, I take it back. Those are the Mechanicum dice. Why do you have the Mechanicum dice? Wrong side. So the Scipio has a Fleet Admiral evade and it has a Command evade, so it balances. So it's perfect. Good deal. How about the Gaius?
Okay. She also got a 4.
It's an 8.
And then
the
Cincinnatus,
Cincinnatus at the plow.
a 3.
It's a 7. Still not bad. All right. Now, roll for initiative. You both have +2s, so you're even.
1 die, right?
Mm-hmm.
Ooh.
Achilles, you want to go first? Do you want to go second? This, remember, it applies for the whole game.
I think I will go second.
All right.
Yes.
Chrono, the dance is yours.
Alrighty. Let me double check my weapons here really quick. We're going to do an all-ahead full with the Descending Madness. Just gets it with the 7.
Mm-hmm.
Then again,
Let's put his. Let's make sure his command is right up there. He's a 7, you say?
Yeah.
And what do you got for the fighter flight?
They were all 7.
Oh, that's right. Oh, all your guys are 7s. That's all we need to know. Very good. So,
Roll my...
no. You do him now. Remember, you.
Yeah, I was gonna roll for his.
Oh, forgive me. Yeah. Mm-hmm. That's a lot.
Yeah. He's basically usually 20, so he's gonna go 35. Fireflight is going to try and do all head full. Let's push some luck. No, never mind. Luck no longer pushed.
He will not.
What's he at? 20, yeah. And neither will Embrace, who will also poke along. A mere 20.
All right. Some shooting.
Oh, he's just at a rate. No, is he in 30?
Looks like it's right at 30. Yeah.
30 is it, I think.
I
Right?
don't think he does not have any forward normal weapons to shoot. But I do have forward torpedoes.
Proud torpedoes. They will. All right. Well, that's obviously in the ordnance phase, but
Nobody else has firing solutions.
Yeah. So nobody else gets. So we go to the ordnance phase, and here they come. 30 is pow right there. There it is.
Torpedo!
It actually.
They are
fits.
reduced though to 75% strength because I'm doing my all hit full thing.
All right, so there is that the. Yeah, he's your guy that's got the gyros.
Yeah, so I think that takes him from.
Does the gyro affect?
Oh, good point. I don't know if it affects that or not.
Ship weapons. It's broad, so it counts. So 75%. There's 6. What is that?
I'm doing math. 4.5.
18.
So,
18 over 5. Yeah.
it was strength 5 torpedo marker.
Yeah, there's a 5 torpedo. Let's get a. Where's your mechanicum die? I wanted to get one over here. But I want it to be little. And now it's going to go to 5. There we go. That's what I wanted. So it does hit him. And now, first of all, he's got 2 turrets. So Achilles, you get to shoot at it.
Oh, okay.
4s are better.
2 die.
2 die.
Okay.
It's 1, so I'm down to 4.
4 shots, 5 are better. Or 6 are better. Oh, nope, 5 are better. Yeah, his back armor is not so good.
Oh, jeez.
Oh man. Dang, Chrono.
I'm got hot dice tonight. I don't know what I'm doing.
Yeah, and I mean, and once again, and let's get in the rhythm of this. Achilles, do you want to brace for that? I mean, you wouldn't have known, but do you want to brace?
No, I wouldn't have known, so I'm not going to.
Well, I mean, but I'm saying, had you known, I think once you saw his torpedoes coming and that they were in range, you probably would have. But I'll let it's up to you. So because that's going to be 3 hits straight through. That's going to be straight through your shields.
Okay. Oh, that does sound fair. Okay. Sure, I will.
All right. I forget now? Yeah, torps go through the shields, don't they?
Yeah, they ignore
Yeah,
shield.
they ignore shield.
So he's going to want 2d6. Looking for 9, I think, because I have a special order on mine. So.
Yeah, agreed. 2d6 needed for a 9 to brace.
Yep.
All right, so you've hit him for 3. Achilles, roll 3, 4d6 save. You have 3d6, 4+ save. 2.
All but 1.
So 1 hit. Is it a critical?
It is not. So a mere 1 damage. How many hits I rolled?
So you hit him. You hit him 3 times, yeah.
Yeah, which means there's 1 torpedo left.
1 torpedo, and that torpedo is going to go shimmying off into space later.
Yep. It's going to stay right. It's technically right there right now. So.
Okay, go ahead.
Headed for the gas cloud.
Yeah. Headed into deep space.
Well, when it hits the gas cloud, it blows up.
Yep.
That's it for me.
All right,
The
Achilles.
stern chase begins.
Yes. Yeah, and not in a healthy way so far. Okay, let's see.
I think it's perfectly healthy. I don't know what you're talking
I don't know what you're talking about.
All right. Let's see. His movement is 20, so he has to go 10 first before he can turn. Specials.
He can't have any because he braced.
Yeah, that's right. That's right. So.
Good day to you, sir. I said good day.
We're crawling away from you. All right. And then definitely going to turn. All right. Okay. You guys hear me?
Sure can.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Just wait.
It was so quiet. I thought.
No, we were just waiting for you.
Oh, okay. Yes, I'm not sure what to do next. I can bring these guys on, can I not?
You can. Just remember that every turn past the first that you bring them on, you can prospectively.
They come in 30 inches closer.
Yep.
Yeah. All right. All right. Let's. Can I bring in one and leave the other?
Let's see here.
Is that
Any
legitimate?
reinforcements, yep. If the reinforcing ships enter after turn 1, they may be deployed up to 30 inches along the long edges for each turn after the first. So if you wait 2 turns just by way, or 3 turns, you get 60 inches. You can come in here on the side. But yes, you can bring them in individually.
Okay. And there isn't anything else. Anything else Scipio can do at this point. So all I'm going to do is get shot again.
He is the bait.
He is the bait. Problem is, he's got to survive long enough to be the bait. Okay. Yeah, I think I'll not bring them in yet.
All right. And now you have the option from each man. Yeah, each one of those guys. Yeah, I guess I do have to label them each with the classes, don't I?
Overlord, Dictator.
Because the Overlord's in the center, so he's the Overlord.
Scipio's the Overlord.
Yeah, so given as he's the Overlord, he can. Yeah, he doesn't have. Yeah, he doesn't have anything rearward, and he has. Yeah, and he's also got no. He's got no ordnance. Very good.
Mm-hmm.
So pass it back to Chrono.
I guess I have to.
Chrono.
Sending Mass is going to try and reload their ordnance.
No.
And I think I.
Oh, you do because he's got one. Because he's got one. Yep. Put that marker on him. All right.
I forgot to move the torpedoes in the last ordnance phase. Oops. I just reloaded, so I think they go away anyway. So.
No. They just keep going.
Until they hit that dust cloud there.
Yep.
Forever.
Then they're gonna blow. Then they're gonna blow up.
The Defiant class is going to try and go full speed ahead. And he does. That's not burn retros. Where is...
Did you not make a copy?
I can't. Let's see, what do I get for him? $18, wow.
It's a lot.
When he goes 38 inches. And Full Embrace will also try and do all ahead full. And he does. He gets 33 inches. There we go. Let's see, shooting phase. Do I have anything I can bear? This turn, I think all I have is the Defiant class. With a forward lance battery, but it's half strength because he did all head full. So I have a single lance shot.
His usual is 2.
Yeah, usually it's 2, so just single lance shot needing a 4.
Mm-hmm. Achilles brace.
Yes.
He's got shields, so I mean, you don't need to brace. I only have 1 shot.
Oh, that's true. I've got. This isn't the. I've got 2 shields. Yeah, that's right. Yeah. Okay. Never mind.
One hit and a blast marker. You. Ships are not. Rah. Zap, zap, zap.
Mm-hmm.
I think that's it.
All right, ordnance
Getting pretty
phase.
hot over here.
I don't think I can add. Oh, I could. He's at a range. These guys will fire torpedoes again.
Just remember that you're going to risk blowing them up.
This is true. I'll hold them for now then. That's all I got then.
Okay. Achilles.
Okay. my poor bait ship is getting hammered here. All right. This time I did not brace, so I could do a special.
Mm-hmm.
We will go. What is it? Flat out, or what do you call it?
Head full.
All ahead
Yeah.
full. Net 8 because you have a blast marker, but Chrono has markers.
Okay.
Oh, yes.
And then you roll how many?
4.
46.
Okay.
Ooh,
Oh wow.
that's a lot.
40. Well, less 5 for the blast mark.
Yeah, well, 35.
Total 35 inches. Can't turn, but you can blaze away. Oh yeah, this hits the clouds and blows up.
Mm-hmm.
All right. And this time I think I will bring my my other ships.
All right. You would be entitled to bring them on up to...
30 inches.
Yep.
We're in turn 2, right?
Yep. So it's for every turn after the first, he gets 30 inches.
Got it. You can come off the side if you want. You don't have to come.
Okay, so they can come in like over here, you mean? Or do they have to come in on this? They have to
They can come
on this
in.
end?
Yeah, they can come in off the side here if they want.
Yep.
Ah,
Yeah, they can come here and then move, is the point. You are seeking to draw him into a cunning plan.
yes, we'll see how cunning it is. And then he comes in 30?
No, he gets
Or
his
just
move. He
regular
gets his move, yeah.
Ah, okay. Oh, so close. Ah, there we go. Yeah. Okay. Let's see. Next step is shooting.
Oh, you want to bring that guy? Okay, you brought that guy in this way? You're good with that?
Yes.
All right.
Yes.
Yes, we are at the shooting phase.
All right.
I don't know what it is that you have, so you'll have to tell me.
The Cincinnatus is a dictator class,
Which is this one up here?
and that is.
He's
okay.
got prow torpedoes, but that's later. He's got the launch bays, which are here. So he's got the only thing he's got no forward weapons other than torpedoes.
Okay. So, and those are only 30 inches. So,
Right.
yeah, they would all be out of range for that.
Mm-hmm.
However, I can launch something. Is it
Yeah.
from the starboard and port launch bays.
Furies and Starhawks.
Okay. What's the difference?
One is a fighter, which protects your ship. Starhawks is bombers.
Ah, gotcha. Okay. So let's see. So it'd be 2 from each side.
Yeah.
So one of each.
You can launch one of each. You can launch all the same. I'll make more if you want.
So basically, like this one from 2 from each bay, basically.
I mean, if I want to be clear, if you want 4 bombers, you can launch 4 bombers.
All right. And this doesn't have that wave thing.
It does. It does. That's the
Oh, it
thing.
does? Oh.
Yeah. Now this wave, for example, in this case, if this wave were to hit Chrono, he has to pick whether he's shooting at the bombers or the fighters.
Okay. Imagine which one he would pick, but
I do too, because the fighters can't do anything to his ship.
Yeah.
Let me check. I gotta reread those rules.
Hmm.
Just to make sure I know what I'm doing.
There's that big gray box on turrets.
All right. And these guys move 20, right?
No, that's the other thing. The Furies are 30, the Starhawks are 20.
Oh.
So if you squadron them,
So,
if you fleet,
yeah.
you got to go slower.
Yeah, okay, I see. So I should put the interceptors together and the bombers together then.
Okay, that makes sense too.
That way, yeah.
And again, to be clear, there's nothing. The fighters can't do anything to the ship. One thing they can do is prowl around in space looking for torpedoes to kill if they think they can get away, if they think they can catch them.
I thought he had.
He does.
Doesn't he?
He does.
Okay.
And if you want that to do that, because the other thing they can do is the interceptors can sit here near the ship itself and wait for fighters or anything else to get close to the Cincinnatus when they can run cap on them in the ordnance phase.
Yeah, that's kind of what I was thinking was because I thought he had something that he could launch as well.
He does. He does indeed.
All right, that makes sense to me. All right, so yeah, we'll keep the Furies on cap and we'll send the bombers.
All right.
So it's a beta strike.
There you go.
And they only move 30.
30, yeah. Mm-hmm.
Bombers, thought we were 20, yeah.
Are they 20? Yeah, one of them is 30, one's 20. Yeah, the bombers are 20.
Bombers that are 20.
Yeah.
Okay. So
they're bombers. They're slower.
They're bombers. They don't move as fast. All right. Okay. Fair enough. And then Gaius.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. I've already forgotten. Do I need to roll to launch?
No, you just do it.
Oh. Okay.
You want more guys? What you need?
Yes, please. He's going to launch an Alpha Strike. It's going to be all bombers. All right.
You sure you can? I'll check out his turns.
Okay. All good there.
Mm-hmm.
All right.
And the other thing this does is it makes Chrono have to think about where he's flying.
Yes. Now,
in your half of the festivities, that's all for your ordnance, right? Yeah. You've got no crits. You got to take off this blast marker.
Okay.
But your boys are out there flying, and now when Chrono goes, remember, these guys are also going to fly in his turn. It's the only thing that happens in his turn too.
During the ordnance
phase. Yep. Mm-hmm.
Right. Okay. And I think it's back to Chrono now, right?
It is. Mm-hmm.
Okay, let's start with the... Okay, so these come off, because I no longer have special orders going.
Yes, Chrono, the worm has turned.
Tee-hee,
Yeah, we'll
tee-hee.
say that.
You have fallen for my cunning plan. Little did you know I had 2 other ships out there that you could see because they were sitting on the edge of the board.
You are really breaking the fourth wall here, mister. I'm just saying. Hey, Andrew.
Okay, that is my movement.
That is the whole movement. Huh? Okay.
I guess I'll go to shooting. Got the range. So I'm going to start with the Cruel Bay. The Cruel Bay, which is a Gothic class cruiser.
And therefore?
And they have a starboard lance battery with 4 lances.
Oh.
They're going to shoot the Cincinnatus here.
Ouch.
On the other hand, he's got 2 shields, so you know.
At 3.
Yeah,
Oh,
the
see?
Cincinnatus the Cincinnatus has 2. You have 3 turrets.
Oh, I'm sorry. I'm thinking of turrets. Yeah, my fault.
So the
yeah, I
question
have 3
is,
turrets.
knowing that you've got 4 lances coming in,
Mm-hmm.
knowing that he needs a 4+ to hit you,
Mm-hmm.
and knowing that you do indeed have 2 shields, do you want to brace?
No,
All right.
I'm taking my
4 dice.
chances, which was almost certainly foolish the way Chrono's rolling tonight.
3 hits.
There's 2 blast markers in.
No, oh, that's right, because he's got multiple shields. I'm very confused.
Ah. It's going to put him like this.
No. The first one goes in on the line, and the second go around it. That's it. I'm trying, and they shouldn't overlap. The squares, I think, do nicely about that.
All right.
All right, so there's that. But one does get through. Is it a crit?
Let's find out. Oh, it is.
Oh, you are having a day, my friend.
I know, my
2d6.
dice are going mad.
2d6. 2d6.
8.
8 thrusters damaged. The ship's movement is reduced by 10 inches until the damage is repaired, and it's also 1 extra damage.
Man,
Ouch, that's 2 hits.
I might as well just put all my ships into brace mode.
Well, like I say, the way dude is rolling.
Jeez.
All right.
Next, the Defiant has his prow lances, but does he still get negative for trying to shoot through debris fields with lance?
I think you do, but let's look.
That would make sense, but I'm not sure.
Regardless of armor, how about blast markers? Tell me about blast markers. Do they? Yeah, this is going to require a look in the rule book. We've not been doing too bad. Not too many dives into the rule book at all, to be honest. I say we're doing well.
Lances and Novacan are unaffected.
There it is. Look at that. An actual rule found. So I ask you, now Achilles, with no shields, do you want to brace?
Yeah, now I have to. Yeah.
All right, so that's going to cost you down 1. Do you have any up, Chrono?
No, not currently.
Ooh, 6 or less.
That's going to be difficult. All right.
It
Does it. Braced for impact. Chrono.
I missed both.
Wow. Well, it's because he was braced. He was very braced.
Yeah. Very bracing.
We were tight on that one, man.
I guess not risking.
Maximum pucker.
Yes.
Let's see. I think that is all my shooting at this point. I don't think anyone else has range,
Okay.
or they do. They're out of arc.
Okay.
So go to the ordnance phase.
Yes, sir.
And I'm going to launch a pair of Fury Interceptor fighters.
Do you have a pair there?
I have one. I'll need you copy.
All right. La la.
They're going to go and, unsurprisingly, shoot down these bombers.
Okay, they're dead. That's it.
And then these guys also are off the table.
Mm-hmm.
Well, okay, wait a minute. I think that's all I got.
All right, Achilles, you do now get to move.
Okay. All right.
Your bomber. Yep, you get to move your bombers. You get to move your. Yeah, these are all bombers. Jeez.
Yeah, they are.
He wants my blood. He wants all my blood.
You may want to think about your. Yeah, that one's going to come in. That's true. It comes in sequentially anyway. So these guys come in like this. Pow! There they are. I was just looking at that in anticipation because it's very, very exciting. Bombers that are in contact attack it. Each surviving bomber marker makes a number of hit rolls equal to D6 minus the number of turret values and is then removed. So I don't think you actually get to shoot at them with turrets.
Oh, yes, I do. You get to shoot at them, and then you get surviving bombers.
Okay, then I don't understand the math. Then I am confused by the math.
Because basically each surviving bomber stand rolls a d6.
Oh, each stand does. I see. Okay. Bomber rules.
That's why they're intensely nasty, because they each get d6, potentially d6 minus number of turrets of attacks.
Where is
and then if you include fighters, if there are fighters in the wave, then you add however many fighters are in the wave to the total number of attacks you've rolled.
What page is that gray turret square? Oh, there it is. Found it. Big square. Got it. All right. So, how many turrets you got on this bad boy? Two. 2 dice.
Ooh, shut down both.
You are ridiculous.
I know.
Wow.
I need all these rules like last night. Jeez.
And now these guys, Achilles.
Okay. Let's try it again.
No point not doing it.
Same roll.
Missed one. So
Preferably not the same roll. That would be better.
Yeah. So it's going to be one. You're going to get to make a number of. Is it a number of attacks?
yes.
So
Now each roll 1d6 minus number of turret attacks. Regardless of whether
bombers
or
that are
not
in contact. Each surviving bomber marker makes a number of rolls to hit equal to D6 minus your value and is then removed. Got it. So Achilles, you're going to roll a 1d6 and subtract 2.
you can't get 0, so you want to roll another 2.
Oh, I see. Okay. I was thinking it was 4 die.
No, it could be
1d6.
Yeah.
Ooh, 3 attacks.
3 attacks. So it's 3d6.
I think against my lowest armor.
Yeah, it is against your lowest armor. I know that. So
because they're bombers, they fly around and find weak spots.
3d6 looking for 5s.
Ooh, 1.
1 hit.
That ignores shields.
Yep.
So.
Mm-hmm. Is it a critical hit, Achilles? It is not.
There we go.
First blood for the good guys.
And just to comment on it, the reason you might want to do a combined fighter-bomber wave is that each fighter and wave of bombers that is actually attacking a ship will add a +1 attack to the total attack run of the wave, regardless of whether they're shot down by turrets or not.
Oh, there you
go. Well, now you tell me.
Yeah, but I don't, that goes both ways, too, especially, that's if you're sending in larger waves, too.
Yeah.
I mean, when you're sending in 2 at a time.
Yeah, if you're sending 2 at a time, it's not really worth it. But if you get like a wave of 4, then.
Yep.
Well, how do you get 4 in a way?
Oh, the bigger ships. These are baby ships.
Ah, I see. Okay, that makes sense.
Yeah, these are, well, no, they're not babies. They're mid-range. These are your middle ships.
Can you just combine everything you launch, or do you have to only combine out of your?
I thought you could only. I thought that was the whole point of them coming out the sides.
Let me check.
That's what I was wondering, because if they're coming out of the same ship, can they be all combined or not? I don't know.
Let me find that. I thought. Let me see. Waves. Where's the thing on waves? When a ship launches attack craft squadrons and dispatch them as individual squadrons, or combine them into waves of squadrons. It doesn't say are limited by where they come from in terms of the port position of which bay they are.
Wow, that's but here, yeah, that's true, because you figured they could gather.
Yeah, it's like
so in that case, he would have been able to fire 4 guys, and there's no way. Oh wow.
Yeah.
Let's remath that.
If you want to redo that,
yeah,
I'm happy to redo that.
Because what you're going to want to do here, Achilles,
mm-hmm.
is send in 4 bombers. At least you just send in 4 bombers.
Right.
You send in 4. He then takes
out. Shoot down 2 maximum.
Yeah. So let's see how many you can take out.
Yeah. Let's remap this, because I think it's interesting.
Yeah. There's your fear of bombers.
So I do shoot down 2.
But that means 2 get through, and that means he now gets to roll 2d6, each die minus 2.
Right, potentially he can roll 0 though, so he wants to keep the first roll he made.
Well, no, that's fine. I'll re-roll them. I mean, you ended up having to re-roll yours, so that's fine.
So only 1.
1, so it's the same result.
Yeah, same result.
I'll let him keep the head just because, that's fair is fair.
Yeah, but that's interesting. Yeah, so there it is. Okay.
And then if you have fighters included, then in theory you get a +1 to that total.
Yeah, that makes sense.
I'm trying to find out how you select who gets shot down by turrets, because I don't think there's anything that says I should. Because the choice is between torpedoes or attack crafts. I wonder if do the attacker choose who gets shot down? Because that would make sense. That would give you another reason to include fighters, because then you can just have the fighters eat the turret fire.
I thought it was.
Oh, I think this is it. It's called turret suppression on page 83 is a gray box.
Okay.
Each fighter wave of bombers is actually attacking a ship will have +1 to the attack, blah, blah, blah. Maximum number of bonus attacks that can be added in this way cannot exceed the number of surviving bombers in the wave. There must be at least 1 surviving bomber in the wave after turret fire to gain these bonus attacks. And fighters are removed before any other type of ordnance. So I think that answers that question.
Yeah, but it's still... Yeah, but that's...
Fighters are removed before any other type of ordnance.
Yeah, so if there were
but there is that business that if you shoot at attack craft, you can't shoot at torpedoes.
Yes. But fighters are attack craft, so...
Yeah. So if there had been fighters...
There it is. No, and there it is right there. A ship's turrets can fire against every torpedo salvo that attacks it. Alternatively, the turrets may fire at every attack craft wave that attacks it. Turrets can be used to defend against torpedoes or attack craft, but not both in the same phase. Yep. That's it.
So that's a good... Basically, it's called turret suppression, which I believe is basically just the fighters doing...
Trying to distract them, basically.
Yeah, doing some X-Wing shenanigans.
Exactly. All right, so that is everything. Actually, that was Chrono's ordnance phase. So you've got no crits, you've got no blast markers. We'll let Achilles do his turn, and we'll call it, and then it'll be a good spot to pick up because there's still plenty to do. I think these are all set. Yep. So Achilles, your turn.
Sure. Let's see. We'll start with the Gaius, and she wants to reload.
Yep. No special orders, so it's just a straight 8.
Ooh, gets it.
Nice.
Barely.
Well, I know you'll take barely.
Oh yeah, I will take it. What is it they used to say? A person that graduates medical school with a C, they call him doctor.
Well, yeah. What do you call a person who graduates med school with a C? Doctor.
Yeah. Doctor. Yeah. Okay, and
No, now you do the Gaius.
yes.
Oh, yes,
I
it
do the
doesn't
guys.
move. Yeah.
All right. So let's see. Ah, yes, but I got to remember these are different than the previous ships. Their weaponry is all
It's all very.
it's all on the
port and
sides.
starboard, but they do
Yeah.
have crack torpedoes, which can be very nasty. So it depends if you want to make a torpedo run or not. I guess the difference.
Oh, that's true. The torpedo fires forward, right?
Yeah, their torpedoes are prow. So if you do a combined which is basically makes them with their fighter base, you can actually do a combined torpedo bomber attack if you get close enough on the same turn, and then they can't
stop them both.
Yeah. So once you get within 20 centimeters, and if you do a torpedo and bomber dump, then it's like, oh, now I have to choose. Which is it's an interesting dynamic. I like that.
You know, I gave you a perfectly nice planet to fight over, and I even named it. And
we stayed away from it.
Well, he ran over here. I'm chasing. You can't blame me for that. I blame Achilles.
So many people do. Let's see. Okay, the Scipio is next.
Mm-hmm.
And Scipio doesn't have launch bays or anything, does she?
If you want to try and turn her faster, you could try and use.
I was about to ask, what happens when I hit that cloud?
It's just like you got a blast marker. Cost you 5 inches. Drops you a shield.
I don't think you can see in her. Can you see into or out of
it? But again, you're shooting through a blast marker.
Right. Okay. So it's a shift. But you can use.
It doesn't affect line of sight or anything.
No. You can come to a new heading.
Okay.
You come to a new heading is you can make 2 turns.
Yes. So you can move.
You could turn before you start to move, and then move.
No, you have to do. You still have to do the move 10, then turn.
Okay. You can turn at the half, turn at the exactly, or turn.
If you want to turn before you move, you do burn retros, which lets you move, which lets you make a single turn without having to move forward first. Right. Then you can only move up to half speed.
I see. Okay, so now I'm at basically 15.
Correct. Right? Correct.
Okay, so I have 5 more. All right, let's turn her 3, and then I have 5 more. Well,
you can stop there. You don't have to move the extra 5 if you want.
I was just thinking I want to see if I can get out of that cloud.
Can't quite.
Not quite. Yeah. All right, so that's good for her. And now the Cincinnatus.
Any special orders?
Yeah, she wants to reload her starboard.
She braced. Never mind. She braced.
Oh no, that's right. She did. Yeah, she did brace. In fact, she's in serious trouble, so she might not want to stick around too long here. Let's see.
You can bring those fighters with you as a cap if you want. So.
Yeah, I assume they were.
So now I'm at 15.
You got 5 more, yeah.
I'm going to stick right there.
It works.
I think he intends me harm.
I certainly do.
I do too.
Okay.
Okie dokie. Achilles, what do you got for shooting?
We'll start with the Gaius, and the only forward weapon I have is the torpedo, so it would be ordnance phase, right?
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah, I don't think you have anything in either of your side arcs, so you might as well go straight to ordnance.
Yeah.
That guy, not even that guy, huh? Nope. You're correct. All right, ordnance phase, you're first.
Okay, Gaius.
Should
be in torpedo range here, or whatever it is. Yeah, torpedoes.
Where's my torpedo?
Fire the torpedoes!
Damn the torpedoes! I say. Wait, hang on, that's different. Just gotta make sure that I did this right. I did, yeah.
I'm assuming you want to do that.
Yes, yeah, you're correct. Yeah.
So there's nothing subtle about it. I mean, they make it all the way there. They start out. They start.
Technically, you drop them at the end of their movement, and then you just look at the corridor they make.
Yeah, you are not wrong, sir. So they obviously did that. You got 2 turrets. Let's see those.
Been a hot hand on them tonight.
You have.
Got one.
One
so
of
there's still 5 torpedoes coming in.
Yeah, that is 5 shots looking for hitsies on 6s. I'm assuming.
Yes. So he's not hitting my side.
Yeah, no, he's not. Yeah, so
not hitting my rear armor.
5 shots for 6s, Achilles.
Ooh, ow.
Hey,
Ow,
I
my
got 2.
bones.
That's bonage, as you say. This is for. Let me get a teeny dice because
That may have rattled the bridge.
A little bit.
Yeah.
Gotta check for crits.
2 checks for crits.
Okay.
Nope. Still 2. He didn't like that. Ooh, and he's actually damaged.
Yeah,
One for crippled. I mean, it's.
Chips get crippled very quickly in this game. So
Yeah, they do. Well, especially when you jokers decide to have knife. You realize this table is big, right? You saw that. I'm just checking.
All my weapons are 30 centimeters. They gotta get.
You
Not
don't.
a lot of subtlety to our tactics.
30. You got to get to 30. You are 16 inches apart.
I'm a tanker, not a wooden sailing guy.
Who in this room? Let
The
the
Overlord has 60. I'm not gonna sit at 60 and let him shoot me.
let the Eldar come. Red Rover. Let the Eldar come over. All right. That torpedo's flying away. That particular he doesn't have his stuff reloaded yet, so he's stuck.
No, he did his reload ordinance.
Oh, he did. Yeah. So you want to launch? You want to launch stuff?
Oh yes, definitely.
What you want to launch?
We're gonna launch 4 bombers.
He's doing the 4 bombers again.
All right.
Yes.
So I assume you ought to do them in one block of 4. So, yeah,
Yes. Yeah. Send them all. Go kill that thing.
You can't get 20, can you? Or can you?
I don't know.
I mean, when will they start movement? Not quite gonna make it.
Oh, he's just short.
Just shy.
I wonder if I can get to one of the other ones.
Oh, you might.
Nope, he's just short too. So, yep.
But you
Might
got
as well send
him.
Might as well send them like part of the way because that guy's gonna move. So we'll just move him.
Also, if I move through them,
Do they have to go?
If I move through them, they do get to attack me. So
Yeah. They don't have any minimum move. No.
Okay.
I mean,
so
what
we'll just.
I will suggest
Not
something, even though it's terrible for me,
Mhm.
just because I think it's viable. Is technically I have to move unless I do a special order. I have to move 10 before I can. Make
I see what you're saying. Yeah.
So you just put them.
So if I get right in front of you, you've got to go through them.
Yeah. Unless I burn red.
He can burn retros, but then his special's gone.
Yeah.
Okay. Gotcha.
So it will force me to react. They can get like right about there if you want. So.
All right.
If you want, you can get up right up to there. Depends on how close you want to get.
Well, at this range, he's still got to go through them unless you do the special. So, the way I see it,
I'm not touching you. I'm not touching you.
They're out there lurking.
Yes. Okay. So that should be all for Gaius.
That's all for the Gaius. And now the Cincinnatus.
And Cincinnatus is going to fire his torpedoes right there.
Again, I hate to suggest something that will hurt me, but
Yes.
if you angle it like this, you can probably tag both of them because it's a corridor.
Because the torpedoes keep going.
Yeah.
Yeah, but it's got to hit both of the little base things, right?
It's got to hit the base.
Yeah, I don't think I can.
Right.
Yeah,
I
don't think I can do that.
It's
I think
kind of
if I go down the middle, it would go right between the bases.
yeah, they'll clip.
No. That all you got to do is hit the bases.
Yeah.
Which
that's a hit right
that
there.
will do. Yeah.
Oh, okay. All right.
It doesn't matter
fair
which one
enough.
he hits first. It just matters which one it hits first.
It's going to hit this one first, and then it'll hit this one. So what Chrono is saying is you're going to hit this one. Anything that misses is going to get a chance to hit this one.
I gotcha. All right.
So you've got 6 dudes. They go rocketing out there. It's more. Yeah, we'll figure out the 30 later, but just because it's more convenient to do it this way.
Yeah.
Chrono. So you're going to do your turrets.
Turrets on the Gothic. Oh no.
Oh
Our
dear.
point defense has failed.
That is 6 shots on the Gothic, looking for 6s. Oh wait though.
Is it side? Is it side? I think it's rear armor, isn't it?
Oh man.
It looks like side, right?
Yeah, it's gonna hit side. The question that he's raising is, where is that bad armor?
Is it rear armor? Is it
Everything
armor?
everything that isn't front is 5.
Oh, okay. So he needs 5 then.
Yep, 6 for 5.
Okay.
Ooh.
Oh,
great.
I'm going to give you the chance to brace if you want, Chrono. It's only you have been
Perfectly
most.
fair.
I'll try the brace. We'll see.
You have been more than generous with that.
Yeah.
8 just gets it, I think.
You're
No,
not.
he's 7. Oh, but
Nope.
leave a special, so I get a +1, right?
Yep. Mm-hmm.
Or does
So
that
you-
work for brace? Let me double check that.
Why wouldn't it? It's just a command.
Yeah, I just want to make sure I'm doing it right.
Yeah. No. That's
Even though it
fair.
hurts.
Brace for impact. Yeah.
Taking command check.
Yeah. And yeah. No. It's just another special order.
Yeah, it's a +1 for enemy contacts. Yeah.
Yeah. So you do it. 3 get through. So 4+ saves.
Oh, my luck has turned.
Oh my gosh.
No.
Oh. Oh my. Oh my. That's 3 checks for crits, Achilles.
Nope.
No crits though.
Still hurt.
Haven't been able to bring a crit home, but that drops him to 5. That means that 3 torpedoes get through. Check to see if you can shoot them down.
3 turrets there, right? I think.
You got 3?
Yes.
Very 2. You have 2.
Yeah, 2. Sorry.
Mhm.
Shoot down 2 there, so 1 torpedo hit.
Yeah. Well,
What
1
if you-
check for a hit. Yeah.
1 check. Yeah.
1 check 5 for a 6.
No 5. That's a Defiant class light cruiser.
Ooh.
You rolled a 6 anyway. So
And he got him. Is it a crit? It is not.
No.
It's the one thing he just has not been able to do. And the rest, this one last lonely torpedo is going to go.
I think that was all. I mean, there were 3 left. I shot down 2, and the last one hit me.
Oh yeah, that's it.
That's
That's
it.
the whole.
Yeah.
That's the whole salvo.
Whole spread.
They all went in. Yep.
Mm-hmm. All right, those bombers are gone. So this guy,
He's just didn't.
yeah, he's got those guys buzzing. All right, is that it?
Yep.
That's it for the turn.
All right, awesome. Well, I'm going to clear.
Oh, we
up
have to remove black.
Yeah, you got to get rid of the blast markers. Nobody's got
one
any.
piece.
Nobody's got any crits, right?
No special damage. So
Well, that's true. You should roll a 1d6. I'll put 1 back if you just roll a 1. Do not. So they're gone. I thought when you landed the torpedo salvo in his burners that he was toast. When you hit the Scipio as far as you did,
Mhm.
I thought he was fried bacon, but apparently not. This is going to be fun.
It is interesting. I like this.
This is
And we're figuring out ordnance because now we have more of it.
Oh yeah.
yeah. No, I like adding it this way
I like
because
the extra layer. Yeah.
yeah, it's just a little bit more, right? I mean, it's
Mm-hmm.
not a
I
lot.
like that you can do neat little things with it. Like you can put them right in front of the other guy and be like, "Okay, move."
Well, right, but there's a lot of other strategic things that we've slowly been figuring out, like your thing about the addition of fighters to bombers,
Mm-hmm.
and how they all interplay with each other. There's a lot of neat little subtleties built into this that are.
Yeah. Like,
I
in
have.
theory,
Go ahead.
no, sorry, because in theory, for like this attack wing, if you threw in 2 fighters here, then in theory, then you can just soak the hits off on them, and you'll guarantee 2 bombers get through
Right.
with a minimum of 2, with a minimum of doing 2 attacks because they get that +2 once you finish rolling. But on the other hand, this is a much higher potential reward because if I fail to shoot down any, then you're rolling 4d6 to throw bomb attacks at me.
Yeah, Joe has already declared that he wants to do a giant battle, so something like
It's fun, Joe. It is fun. I'm enjoying it.
yeah, it is what it is, right? It doesn't take itself seriously, but it's got good tactics, it's got good choices, and it makes a lot more sense than some other naval games I've played, I don't mind saying. I'm going to do this real quick. I've saved it, so you don't have to worry. I just want a dramatic photograph. I don't want them overlapping. That is a cool picture, and I'm very happy with it. I like the fact that they have faces. They have faces, and that makes me.
They do.
That
I like the. It's interesting. I like the Imperial giant armored prows they have.
well, yeah, they've got the Aquila right on the front, and it's
Yeah,
like,
it's like which like considering the scale is like 3 stories tall or something. It's like
it's just all it's all we know it's patently absurd.
also, I was like
Ramming
the stats. Like Chaos cruisers are slightly less heavily armored because they're all ships. Usually, all ships taking over before the Imperials start slapping this armored reinforcement on the front, which I like as a nice little.
Yep.
little
Yeah, and
separation.
there's all sorts of, and it's interesting because each of the armies does have a neat little tweak that identifies it differently. I love the little blessings of the Omnissiah that the Adeptus Mechanicus gets.
Oh yeah, those are fun.
They're not game changing, they're not game breaking, but they're something, But yeah, everybody's got their little thing going on. So that's pretty cool. So thanks for watching us putz around with Battlefleet Gothic. We're obviously going to be back for some more. On Saturday, Waterloo. You couldn't possibly want to miss it. I also am going to want to recommend to folks that want to get up early enough on Saturday, beginning at 9 o'clock my time, Achilles, I think is right. 9 o'clock my time. The International Kriegspiel Society is going to be playing throughout the day the advertised largest online Kriegspiel ever. And they will be doing the Battle of Waterloo. So what could possibly go wrong there?
Especially since I'm Napoleon.
Oh, that's
Everything
right.
could go wrong.
That's right. Which version of Battlefleet Gothic? Oh, thanks. Glad to hear it. Thanks, Haz. No, this is the remastered version that is available on the Specialist Games website. Which, by the way, and I just, the more I read into it, the more impressed I am. Specialist was basically Jervis Johnson's baby for a number of years. He took care of it and was supposed to launch a bunch of stuff until, of course, GW yanked the rug out from under the whole enterprise. But yeah, here we are playing some BFG, and it's a lot of fun. We like it. So join us for Waterloo, won't you, please? In the meanwhile, please, until we meet again, please take care of yourselves and one another. We will talk soon. Pause.
Good night.